So, it's been about 6 years since Girl Meets World has been released, and you won't believe what 6 years can do. Welcome to Trendfly, and today we'll be taking a look at the cast of Girl Meets World Then and Now. But first, remember to like the video and subscribe. Anyways, Ben Savage, Corey Matthews. Ben Savage played the original boy in Boy Meets World, Corey Matthews. In Girl Meets World, he continued his run as Corey, who is now a father to Riley and Augie Matthews. He appeared in a few movies and shows and has been acting on and off since Boy Meets World, but Girl Meets World was his first mainstream popular role in some time, and fans were excited to see him back on the silver screen. Ben also continued to act after GMW. Since Girl Meets World, Savage has appeared in the show Still the King, playing the role of Gene in 2017. He also appeared in Speechless and The Leftovers. Although he hasn't had too many other high-profile acting roles, he keeps fans excited through social media and attending tons of conventions and other events with his Girl Meets World castmates. Sabrina Carpenter, Maya Hart. Sabrina Carpenter played Riley's best friend Maya Hart on Girl Meets World. Before the show, she appeared on the show The Goodwin Games and was already a pretty successful singer. Her debut single came out in 2014, around the same time that Girl Meets World began. GMW was just the beginning for Sabrina. She went on to voice Princess Vivian in Sophia the First. She also acted in The Hate U Give, So Close, Milo Murphy's Law, and Tall Girl. Plus, she recently starred in the Netflix original movie Work It alongside Jordan Fisher and Liza Koshy. And that's not all. In July 2019, Deadline reported that she was teaming up with her GMW co-star Danielle for a movie called The Distance From Me to You. She also has 2 movies titled Clouds and Work It in post-production. Sabrina has also stepped into the music industry. She's dropped 4 epic albums over the years, and they're seriously filled with bops. She created the albums Singular Act 1 and Singular Act 2 in 2018 and 2019 respectively. Peyton Meyer, Lucas Fryer. Peyton Meyer played Lucas Fryer on the show, who ended up being Riley's boyfriend in later seasons of the show. Before scoring the role of Lucas, Meyer also had a role on another Disney Channel show called Dog with a Blog, where he played the role of Wes Manning. Those were his 2 first breakout acting roles. Peyton may always be Lucas in fans' hearts, but that didn't stop him from going on to accomplish a lot. The actor went on to star in Versus and in American Housewife as Trip Windsor. And want to hear the best news ever? He's currently set to appear in the movie Work It alongside Sabrina, which means he's going to reunite on screen with his GMW co-star. As for his love life, he's currently dating Angeline Appel, and the two couldn't be cuter together. August Maturo, Augie Matthews. August Maturo played Augie Matthews on Girl Meets World, the youngest member of the Matthews family. Before getting the role on Girl Meets World, Maturo had bit parts in several shows like Dads, Raising Hope, and How I Met Your Mother. Augie Matthews was his first hit role as a series regular. August has grown up so much since his time in GMW. He went on to voice Puck McSnorter in Mickey and the Roadster Racers. He's also got 2 movies that he's working on at the moment. Since the show ended, Maturo has continued acting in the Disney realm, but doing primarily voiceover work. He also completed filming the movies Shepherd, The Story of a Jewish Dog, and Slapface, which are both in post-production. Danielle Fishel, Topanga Matthews. Danielle Fishel is also one of the cast members from the original show Boy Meets World, where she played the role of Topanga Lawrence. Fishel reprised her role as Topanga in Girl Meets World, now portraying a mother of 2. In between shows, she primarily was a host on the show The Dish, which was essentially an entertainment news talk show. Although Danielle hasn't acted a lot since the show ended, she's busy raising her son, Adler Lawrence Karp. That's right, the GMW star welcomed a baby boy with her husband, Jensen Karp, in 2019. Since the show ended in 2017, Fishel hasn't done much acting, instead jumping into the world of beauty. She created a natural hair care line called Be Free that specializes in natural shampoos and conditioners. Corey Fogelmanis, Farkle Minkus. Corey Fogelmanis played Farkle Minkus on Girl Meets World, who was the son of Stuart Minkus, an original cast member on Boy Meets World. Farkle was one of Riley's best friends, and he appeared in nearly every episode. Before getting the role of Farkle, Fogelmanis appeared in one-offs on some television shows like House of Lies and Partners, but like the rest of the cast, Girl Meets World was his breakout show. Corey has come a long way since GMW. Life after Girl Meets World for Fogelmanis has included some occasional roles in shows and movies. In 2017, he appeared on the television show Prank Me, playing the role of Jasper Perkins, and in 2019, he appeared alongside Octavia Spencer in the movie Ma, where he played Andy. Amir Mitchell-Townes, Zay Babineau. Mitchell-Townes had previously played a role on an episode of the show Person of Interest, but other than that, Girl Meets World was his first major acting role. Since the show ended back in 2017, Mitchell-Townes has not really continued acting. You can soon see him in a movie titled Puzzled, which is currently in post-production, but his main focus right now is music. His rap pseudonym is Amir, and he was featured on his friend and fellow Girl Meets World album Sabrina Carpenter's song Hold Tight in 2018. It makes sense that he would want to focus on his music career. After all, his dad is DJ Jazzy Jeff, so musical talent must run in the family. Ryder Strong, Sean Hunter. Ryder Strong is another OG Boy Meets World cast member. He played Sean Hunter, who was Corey's best friend. In Girl Meets World, he reprised his role of Sean, who became Maya Hart's stepdad. In between shows, Strong continued to act, but primarily appeared in independent movies like Cabin Fever and directed a series of short films with his brother Shiloh Strong. Since Girl Meets World ended, Strong has continued to act primarily on television and has done some voiceover work. He voiced several roles in Mighty Magisword, which was a short series that aired from 2017 to 2018. Currently, he voices the role of Tom in Star vs. the Forces of Evil. He also wrote a play in September 2019 called Never Ever Land. When Strong isn't acting, he hosts a podcast about books and writing titled Literary Disco. Ava Kolker, Aga Morgenstern. Though she was 8 years old when the series premiered, Kolker played one-off roles in a variety of shows and movies before getting her role in Girl Meets World. She appeared on American Horror Story, Sam and Cat, and Scary Movie 5, to name a few. Life after Girl Meets World has been pretty consistent for Kolker. She has continued to act, appearing in the horror movie Insidious: The Last Key in 2018, and she currently appears on the Disney Channel show Sydney to the Max, playing the role of Olive Rozalski. She will reprise her role of young Elise in the upcoming Insidious movie called Insidious: The Dark Realm, which will come out later this year. Darby Walker, Darby. Darby Walker played Darby in Girl Meets World, a student in Riley's history class. Before getting the role on Girl Meets World, she had only a few small roles on shows including The Event and the short comedy Staying Positive with Jesse Eisenberg. Walker ended her stint on Girl Meets World in 2016, a year before the show ended. She then participated as a contestant on the reality singing competition show The Voice. She was eliminated in the top 11, but she still continues to sing and recently released a single titled Desert Mermaid on SoundCloud. Uriah Shelton, Joshua Matthews. Uriah Shelton played Joshua Matthews on Girl Meets World, who was actually the teenage uncle of Riley and younger brother to Corey. Before the show, Shelton had a budding television career with recurring roles on The Glades and Blue. Since Girl Meets World, Shelton has continued to act, and he had a small but pivotal role on the Netflix show 13 Reasons Why. Just last year, he played Longwell on the Hulu miniseries Looking for Alaska. He is also playing a role in an untitled thriller directed by Christopher Landon, which is currently in post-production. Cheryl Texiera, Katie Hart. Before the series, Texiera already had an established career which started in 2008 in several short films. Her career picked up speed from there, getting roles on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Confessions of a Bartender. Since Girl Meets World, Texiera has continued to act and produce films with her production company, Crazy Chic Productions, which she founded in 2012. She most recently appeared on shows like Suspense and The Conners, and will be seen in the films Bachelorette Weekend and The Tarot, which are still in production. Rowan Blanchard, Riley Matthews. Rowan Blanchard played the main girl in Girl Meets World, Corey and Topanga's daughter Riley. Before the show, she appeared on a Disney Junior short show called Dance-A-Lot Robot, and had small roles in movies like Spy Kids 4D and The Backup Plan, but Girl Meets World was her breakout role. Rowan did not slow down after GMW. Since the show ended, Blanchard has continued to work primarily in television. In 2017, after Girl Meets World ended, she gained a recurring role in the family sitcom The Goldbergs as Jackie Geary. She also went in to star in A Wrinkle in Time, A World Away, and more. She also published her own book called Still Here back in 2018. Most recently, she's set to make an appearance on the show Snowpiercer, which will air in 2021. And that's the end. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and check out our other videos. See ya, guys.